Hey guys, it's the Swagmaster with another lighter review today. If y'all been keeping up with my videos, you'll see it. This is the second video featuring the permanent match. I'm doing it again because I missed a couple of key points that I really wanted to address in the first video, so, that's why we're here. I figured might as well start over again and do it right. As you can see, they're pretty small objects, and it's pretty interesting. It's not exactly a lighter per se, but it does run off a lighter fluid and it does make a fire, so that's why I'm here. Let's make a video of it. I'm going to demonstrate one that I've owned for a little while longer so you understand the simple mechanics of this little beast. But if I pull the top piece out, you see it has a piece resembling a matchstick, and what this is a fuel reservoir with a little flint striking wheel right here along the side. So when the match head is in here, let me go back to the match piece. I forgot to address this. It has a metal striking plate, if you want to call it that, for lack of a better term. And surrounding it, there's little cotton fibers that, when it's inside the fuel reservoir, will soak up lighter fluid. And when you strike the metal that's up against this with the flint that's up against this, you'll get a spark. And if there had been lighter fluid in here, you would have had a little permanent match. Something you do have to watch out for is you see that these don't quite look exactly the same. The metal casing's peeled off of this one, so gotta be a little easy with them. But I mean, they're dirt cheap. They're 99 cents, but they're fun. I mean, it's a good way to screw around with some fire if that's what you're into. So, bring out the working demonstration model, unscrew it, and this is something I want to come back to. If I unscrew both of these, see the difference after maybe a year of just messing around with them. The one on top is the one that's actually working. If you can see, there's a whole lot more cotton fiber than on my 1-year use model. So, just like any Zippo wick, when this burns away, like it eventually will, take you some needle nose pliers and just kind of pull that fiber out a little bit. I mean, this will still light as it is, but it's eventually going to quit, so you might want to pull the fiber out when it gets so low. Alright, I always like to check and make sure that there's no lighter fluid on the match stick piece, because that would go up in flames and probably not be too comfortable. So, strike the metal against the flint wheel. We got a fire. To extinguish it, just blow it out, or you can flick it out. As soon as you put it back in there, it's ready to go again. That's why they call it a permanent match. Sometimes they're called reusable matches. Go ahead and light it one more time. Just simply strike it. You got your fire. It's a pretty interesting piece. Like I said before, they're dirt cheap. So if you're just looking for a fun way to mess around with some fire starting equipment, you might want to look into these bad boys. They do run off of Zippo fluid. Simply fill the middle reservoir as you would with any other Zippo or fluid-based lighter for that matter. If you want a cheap alternative to Zippo fluid, what I picked up is what's called premium camping blend fuel. Essentially, this is cheap lighter fluid. This is zooming in on the price here. That's $4 for the Zippo brand, and you get 4 ounces, so that's $1 an ounce. Check this out. This was $4 for 32 ounces, so that's definitely a enormous price difference. You save so much more. I mean, granted, I feel sorry for the cashier at the Walmart because I get off work at 2 in the morning, so I headed on over there one early morning and picked this up. And I mean, I'm not gonna say I was doing it to be funny, but it was pretty hilarious. Them cashiers in there just see some dude picking up some fire starting fluid at 2 in the morning. I don't know what was going through her head, but it couldn't have been too positive. But I mean, it is what it is. I saved a ton of money, and I would recommend y'all do the same. Really, any flammable liquid will work in these fluid-based lighters. I mean, if you do use a really bad flammable liquid, you're only out 99 cents, so that's one to think about right there. But all in all, it's an incredibly interesting piece. They're cheap, and they're simple, and they're really effective. And they are on a keychain, but if you can see, it's only about maybe, I don't know, 2.5 inches long by an inch around. So if you put this on a key ring, it's not going to dominate your keychain. It's going to sit nice, and it should fit in like it should. Some people walk around with enormous keychain accessories, and that's just a hassle to me, I think. But, you know, after a year of use, it'll probably turn out looking like this, but, you know, it still works, so I don't really care. I'll light it up one more time for you guys, and it's actually really fun. Oh, there is an O-ring that screws out with the match head, so if you're worried about losing fuel over time, which like any fluid-based lighter you will, but at this one, the fuel evaporates at a not as high of a rate, I guess. It does seem to hold it for a little longer than a traditional Zippo. And there you go, guys. Permanent, reusable match, whatever you want to call them. Like I said, they're 99 cents. Run off a lighter fluid. If you're strapped for cash, you can pick this bad boy up. And that's the review on them. Y'all take it easy, and I appreciate you for watching.